I want to talk to you today about somebody who I find amazing. And I don't know of anybody else that has accomplished as much in the skill department than what this man here has done. And he who I'm talking about is named Wayman Tisdale. I do know there may be a lot of y'all out there that don't know his name, but listen to this. Wayman Tisdale is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he played college basketball at the University of Oklahoma in the early 1980s. He was 6'9" and left-handed. He played for 3 seasons at the University of Oklahoma, and in those 3 seasons, he was the three-time Big Eight Conference Player of the Year, meaning he was the best player in his conference for all the years that he went there. He was the first player in NCAA history to be voted by the AP as first team All America in his freshman, sophomore, and junior seasons. Nobody else had accomplished that before this man. Now, he also, while playing for the University of Oklahoma, he broke 17 records at the school. And he also broke 9 conference records from the Big Eight as well. In 1984, he played for Team USA in the Olympics, and Team USA won the gold medal. This was the last gold medal winning American basketball team that was completely amateur players. Some years after Wayman left college, the NCAA named the award for the best outstanding freshman the Wayman Tisdale Trophy. Tisdale was picked second overall in the NBA draft lottery in 1985. The only other person picked higher than him was Patrick Ewing with the first overall pick. And this was 1985. This was the first ever NBA draft lottery, and now it's become normal for us to have it. Some other basketball legends that were picked in that draft, you would have Chris Mullin at number 7 pick, Charles Oakley with the ninth pick, Karl Malone at 13, Joe Dumars was in that draft, and just going to throw out there that high school classmate of mine, our Frederick Hughes, was also picked in that draft as well. So back to Wayman Tisdale. Wayman Tisdale, second pick overall, ended up being picked by the Indiana Pacers. Had a very good game, very good pro. Eventually played 840 games in 12 seasons. He played for the Pacers. He also played for the Sacramento Kings, and also he played for the Phoenix Suns. Outstanding player. So I know now you're going to say, wait a minute, you're going to tell me about this amazing and all that, and all we talked about was basketball? Well, nah, I'm not done yet. So like I said, y'all listen to this. Wayman Tisdale, he was also a musician. He was a 6'9", left-handed bass player. And I remember while he was in the NBA, he was performing professional shows. I actually recall him right after the basketball season performing at a jazz festival. I believe it was Colorado, but it was nothing for him neither to be performing at jazz concerts or jazz festivals. So he was great with that. So as I stated, he retired in 1997 from basketball. His first album that he had released was released in 1995. He named the album Power Forward. There was a song in the album called Power Forward, and the position that he played in basketball was power forward. So over time, Wayman Tisdale released 8 albums. He had great songs on most of them. He also did a lot of collaborations as well with notable jazz legends. The thing that made him different and unique was his sound, his bass playing. If you listen to music and you hear bass players, they're usually in the background. They're usually not taking it over on rare songs. You'll have that. But what he did was he let his bass guitar be the lead. It would be when he did songs like he remade Barry White's Never Gonna Give You Up. He also remade Kool and the Gang's Get Down on It. And instead of a person singing it, his guitar was playing the lyrics. And it sounds so unique. It sounds so cool. So I really believe that you need to hear these songs. But let me go ahead and give you a good list for you to look up. So it was Ready to Hang, Glory, Glory, Rebound, which featured Dave Koz. He also did One on One, Love Play, Throwing It Down, featuring Darren Ron. And if you're going to take a road trip and you're traveling and you like me and you road tripping, it's all about what music you're picking for that road trip. This is my suggestion for you. Let that linger into you while you're driving and hearing these melodies that he's throwing down in. Now, I've already talked to you about the awards he had in basketball. Now, here's the greatness about him. Wayman Tisdale, he had an album called Face to Face that came out in 2001. The album hit #1 on the Billboard Contemporary Jazz charts. That's how good he was. And he also was awarded the Legacy Tribute Award by the Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame in 2002. So now I want you to tell me, thinking about it, who do you know that either played a pro sport and decided they're going to get into music? I don't care what sport they played. I don't care what form of music they got into. Or you reverse it. You have somebody playing music, getting on, and end up deciding to play a pro sport. That's not too many of it, and I think I'm seeing the only one, and I'm bringing it to your attention. So that's what I mean about amazingness, because one or the other is a great career for someone, and he had both of those things going on at the same time. And sadly, Wayman Tisdale, he died of cancer in May of 2009. And what's really making me say sadly is because he was just starting off his second career, and he was doing well at it. Here we are some 16 years later. I'm just thinking about just how many more albums this man could have put out. His songs were so good. They were so nice. Nobody else. I haven't heard anybody play like him since his passing. And that's why I give him his credit as well. The man was a jazz showcase as well as a noted NBA star. Now, about my shows, you know me for doing my sports. I do movies. I do music. And I do Black history. But thanks to a versatile man like Wayman Tisdale, I just gave you sports, I gave you music, I gave you Black history. So thank you, Mr. Wayman Tisdale, for that. I'm going to go ahead and close this out right now. And I'm going to say to you all bye-bye. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.